Hello and welcome. My name is Leo and Iduo. Leo and Iduo, if you'd be so kind. Today I'm bringing you another episode of MisInformed. You may have thought that there was supposed to be an episode last week, and you'd be right if you were correctly informed, which you weren't. That's a little joke. That being said, today's episode will be on something near and dear to everyone's heart, I suspect: banana bread. Now, I know what you're thinking. Leonido, what could you possibly have to tell me about banana bread? Well, the answer is, more than you'd expect. For instance, well, actually, let's take it back a notch. Let's start with what everyone knows, or should know, the basics of banana bread. You see, so banana bread, it's bread with some banana in it. It's sweet. It's usually pretty moist, all things considered. Now let's ask ourselves, when was it made? A simple question. And a simple answer. Around the 1870s. Now let's think about the name banana bread, alright? It implies a great many things. It's made from bananas, and the bananas breed to make it. Because I highly doubt bananas breed to make bread. That does not seem accurate, as the name would imply. That being said, what is the case, and why don't I think it's accurate? Well, first of all, I am of the belief that bananas don't breed. At all. Not even a little. They are pollinated. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that just a fancy way of saying that they're bred? No, they do not get bred. Alright? They mate with bees technically, because bees are the one that spread the pollen from plant to plant. Well, pollinators, not just bees, but pollinators spread the pollen from another plant to another plant, and that's how the breeding happens. So technically, bees are the one breeding the plants to each other. Therefore, I would say the bananas don't breed, and thus banana bread is a bit of a hoax. Because bananas don't breed, and they certainly don't produce bread when they do breed, if they bred. That being said, why would someone lie about this, you might wonder? Well, Big Bread, or Big Nanner even, has a lot of reasons to want to conceal the truth from you that you may not expect. For instance, if you can convince the masses that bananas make banana bread, they won't have to wonder about the banana republics. Now, the banana republics are a bit of a controversial subject. Colloquially, they actually do refer to a location, typically, I believe, in Central America, that happens to be dependent on one crop or the influx of foreign capital. And it's usually a smaller nation as well. It gets the name because typically bananas were that one crop. However, there is also a little known store of sorts, a clothing store known as Banana Republic. Isn't that interesting that you'd take on a name with such a, I'd say, negative connotation? It's a little odd. Now, why would they do that? There's a lot of possible reasons. Maybe it's because they only export one thing: clothing. Clothing. Big thinks. But if you use your brain for a little bit, I know, a hard feature, it's tough for me too. But if you really, you really thinker about it, you'll come to the same conclusion that I did. Clothing is plural. Somewhat. Think about it. Go put on your clothing. Am I referring to just a shirt? Usually not. It's singular or plural. Therefore, the Banana Republic is not actually qualifiable as a Banana Republic for several reasons, one of which being it's not a small nation, but the other being that it does not sell one export. It sells numerous that it flies under one banner. Clothing, which could be shorts, pants, jeans, jorts, morts, borts, plorgs, ties, I guess. I don't know. I don't shop at Banana Republic. But the point is, they're lying to you, to me, to us, the greater whole. And are you gonna stand for that? Probably, but maybe you shouldn't. Or, I don't know, maybe it's none of your biz. But I think it's important that you're at least aware, and that's why they made banana bread, to lie to you, to make you look somewhere else, and that's why they made Banana Republics. You remember how I said that one of the alternative requirements for a Banana Republic is the influx of foreign capital as one of the things they're dependent on? Guess what, baby? Banana Republic, the clothing store, funds Banana Republics in Central America. You can't make this up. Probably don't look it up. You can't make this up. They just, bro, come on. It's Banana Republic, and they're funding Banana Republic so that you don't look at them, so that they can hide the truth from you. That's some kind of bravery. They're putting the answer right in your face, but it's so obvious that you wouldn't even think to suspect it. It's the last thing on your mind, and rightfully so. I mean, why would Banana Republic, a clothing store, funnel all their capital into Central American countries, small ones at that? Well, the answer's simple. So they can buy bananas. And then attempt to make banana bread, because they know that bananas don't make bread on their own, so they've got to do it artificially. And that's the great crux of this scheme. If they make banana bread, that'll make you eat bananas more, because it's arguably a more digestible and easy to eat form of bananas. What do I mean by that, you might ask? Well, a lot of people don't eat bananas, or fruit in general, raw, because it's a bit of a hassle in some way. And I don't mean literally a hassle, but like a bit of a commitment. Because, you peel the banana, guess what? You're eating the banana. It's just happening now. You peel an apple, you better eat that fucking apple, or you're gonna be out of apples. Like, it's rough. And in the same way, banana bread, easier to consume. You don't have to eat the whole fucking loaf. You know what I mean? You just get a little fleece, you know what I mean? A little sleuth of banana bread and put the rest of the bread away. Pretty fucking simple. So, they make you eat more banana bread. What does eating do? It makes you, gives you calories, and depending on how you use those calories, you could either get A, skinnier by using up more of the calories, or B, you could get fatter from eating all those calories. Either way, they sell you the clothes to your adjusted proportions. They don't care if you're getting either end of the spectrum. They just need you to be on it. That's it. They win regardless. Think about that. It's diabolical. It's downright cruel and unusual, I tell you. So what will you do? Will you take a stand on this evidence that I have given you that may or may not be true? That totally is true? Just don't look into it. Don't think about it. Don't read the description. Don't do that. Don't think about it. Just be mad. Be angry about it. Be mildly displeased even. Perhaps perturbed. It's a hard life. But you know what? I'll be here for you. No matter what Big Nanner does, I'll be here. They can't shut me down. And I'll keep you misinformed. Thank you. And until next time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.